anecdotes are not evidence. At least they're not rigorous evidence. There's a reason why in the pyramid, the hierarchy of evidence, expert opinion, anecdotes, exposés, news articles, whatnot, basically count as the lowest form of evidence, if at all. And it's not that your observations in the real world don't mean anything. It's more the fact that they are not rigorously controlled in a way that can rule out other conclusions than the conclusion you came up with. And the reason I'm starting off with this explanation, this statement, is the fact that so many people will point to this style versus that style, one style winning, one style losing, as evidence that said style works or doesn't work. Now, yes, at some point, if you see consistent results from people that train a certain way, train under a certain categorical banner, then if you see success from them, whereas you don't see success from others, that does start to become slightly weightier evidence. But then you also have to go back and look at, like, how are they training? What are they doing differently, etc. The fact is that somebody winning or losing a fight isn't really evidence of much of anything beyond that one fight. And the reason for that is that every fight is basically an isolated incident. No two fights are the same. They don't happen in the same space. They don't happen at the same time. They don't happen between the same people. They don't happen in the same state of circumstances between those people, health, fitness, etc. And that is, even if you have a rematch between the same two people, they're not the same two people, technically speaking, on the next day than they were on the first one. And so the fact is that every fight is essentially a singular event. And while we can use those singular events to stack up and kind of start saying, well, hey, this thing is consistently working across multiple singular events in where all these other variables are different, then you start seeing something, right? Because then you have something that is, in a sort of a sense, kind of a control or an object of observation that is happening across many, many multiple scenarios that kind of pre-qualifies or pre-disqualifies other conclusions. But the fact is that showing somebody getting their butt kicked and then saying, well, see, this style is no good because this guy lost, or 5 fights, 10 fights, whatever, like, there are literally billions of people on the planet. And let's just assume there are only millions of martial artists, right? Just a small percentage. Even so, like, you can't draw hard conclusions from 5 fights, 10 fights, even 20 fights, right? Like, it's probably too much, scientifically speaking, to draw hard conclusions from that. Again, you see things over a large enough time span, you see things working or not working consistently, that might be a clue as to what you're doing. But like, when I've brought up statistics and stuff from certain fights, we've literally been talking about hundreds and thousands of fights and talking in big, broad strokes, understanding that even within those broad strokes, there's a lot of individual variation and a lot of circumstantial variables that really, really stack up to make certain things good and certain things bad. But we definitely need to get away from this, oh, here's a fight between 2 guys and the guy that lost, well, that must mean that the thing that he trains sucks. No, maybe he just sucks at training, or maybe he just sucks at fighting. Maybe his fight IQ is terrible. Maybe it's due to lack of experience. Maybe it is a genetic defect, whatever. We don't know. But the fact is that it's hard to draw hard conclusions, just because somebody won or lost a fight. So let's be a little bit, I don't even want to say kinder, but let's just be a little bit more level-headed about this and not try to jump on certain bandwagons just because this or that looks like evidence, despite the fact that it's not really. All right, I think I've talked long enough, and I will talk to you guys later. Good journey. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this with your friends or anybody else who might be interested in this kind of content. If you happen to be in the Metro Phoenix area, come in for a class or just stop in to say hi. We'd love to meet you. Definitely check out our socials and our website that has all of our contact information and all of the other relevant information. And more than anything, check out our Substack. Our Substack will be containing all of the links that we use to cite and reference in our videos, as well as exclusive training content that will be available for premium members. Memberships are cheap, but you can also sign up for free, and we do have articles for free, and we will have more free articles available for you. It is a fantastic platform for what we are doing here, and we hope to see you over there. So I will talk to you guys later, and look out for the next one. Good journey.